Hello and welcome to our Intend for Peace session. Peace is a practice, as we've discussed, and this is an opportunity to practice peace, bringing that into our daily lives. As we cultivate peace within ourselves, we can then radiate that peace outward to our friends, our family, our schools, our workplaces, and our community at large. Because peace in the world begins with peace in the individual. Today, we're going to practice a tapping session. I will be glad to stay on at the end and answer any questions about tapping. I'll save those to the end, though, just in case people have them. There's a lot we could say about tapping. It has been scientifically demonstrated to help alleviate stress. It has been used for decades in clinical mental health practices to treat symptoms of all kinds of ailments, including PTSD. And it has over and over again in research been shown to be more effective than talk therapy and pharmacological solutions, and also more longer lasting. So let's dive in and do a tapping session. And I'll be interested to hear from those of you who are on the call how this goes for you. So we're going to begin by picking a situation to tap on, something that is disrupting your inner peace. This might be a current event from the news. It might be a conflict in an interpersonal relationship. It might be a situation at work. We're going to pick a specific situation to tap on. If it's something that's been bothering you for a while, something that just seems to be a hot button trigger for you that comes up over and over again, that would be a good thing to tap on. And as you choose a situation, as you bring that to mind, formulate an image in your mind to represent that issue for you. If it's something from current events, maybe bring to mind an image that you've seen in the news. If it's a situation of conflict in an interpersonal relationship, maybe bring to mind an image from an interaction that was particularly difficult. Just an image to bring to mind and remind you what it is that you're tapping on. And as you focus on that image, think about how disturbing it is for you, how much it's disrupting your peace. And to tap into that emotion that it's eliciting in you. It could be fear, it could be anger, it could be frustration. And think about, this helps for some people, it may not resonate for you, but if you want to assign a number to it, say on a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being nothing could be more upsetting, and 0 could be you're at total peace about it, in which case it's probably not something you would pick to tap on. And just kind of think about where on that continuum you are emotionally with this situation that you've chosen to tap on. And if you chose to give it a number, keep that number in mind. We'll come back to it at the end. Now, as we go through the tapping, I'm going to be offering some statements to you. And if it's possible, I would encourage you to repeat those statements out loud. I'm going to be using the word overwhelm. But if the emotion that you are feeling around this issue is fear or anger or frustration, or whatever emotion that you named earlier, feel free to substitute that when you repeat back the statement, or you can use overwhelm and just know overwhelm for you means fear, anger, frustration, whatever emotion that you have. Now we're going to start by taking 3 fingers on each hand, the middle fingers, and we're going to massage in the area near where your arms join your torso. And you can just feel around in that area. Now, a lot of us will have some sore points here. These are our neurolymphatic reflexes in this area. It is common for them to become congested energetically. And if you hit a sore spot, just kind of stay on it and continue to massage it. You want to use firm but gentle pressure. The idea is to stimulate that area so that it unblocks, but I don't want you to wake up tomorrow morning feeling sore and bruised. And as you massage that area, say out loud, even though I feel overwhelmed, or substitute your emotion. Move your hands to your heart. I choose to reclaim my inner peace. Let's do that again. Massaging in that area. If you find a space that's tender, stick with it. Even though I feel overwhelmed, I choose to reclaim my inner peace. One more time. Even though I feel overwhelmed, I choose to reclaim my inner peace. And now we're going to begin tapping, beginning with the top of the head, at the crown. And repeat after me, even though I feel overwhelmed. And now move to tapping with 2 fingers of both hands over the middle of your, or the base of your eyebrow, and where the eyebrow comes together there by your nose. Bring to mind that image that you chose and say, even though I feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Now we're going to move to tapping at the outside of the eye. Again, continuing to hold focus on that image, even though I feel overwhelmed. Slide your hands, your fingers down to the spot below your eye. Even though I feel overwhelmed. Next, you're just going to use one hand. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to tap at the place where the nose joins the face. Bring to mind that image. Even though I feel overwhelmed. Tap in the space below your lower lip. Even though I feel overwhelmed. Next, we're moving to the collarbone. I'll use 4 fingers here. Tapping on both sides, focusing on that image. Even though I feel overwhelmed. Now tapping in the middle of your chest, in the area of the heart chakra, focusing on your issue. Even though I feel overwhelmed. Next, we're going to move to the side of the chest. It's helpful to raise an arm. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to tap on the side. Bringing that image to mind, even though I feel overwhelmed. And now we're going to drop down and we're going to tap the outside of the thigh on both sides at the same time. And you're kind of between the knee and the thigh joint on the outside of the leg. Even though I feel overwhelmed. Focusing on that image in your mind. And now we're going to tap our hands together so that the outside edge of the hands come together. Even though I feel overwhelmed. And now we're going to move to the back of the hand. It's a place called the gamut point. It's on the back of the hand and it's between the fourth finger and the pinky, right in that area. You can tap on it. I like to just put pressure on it, whatever is easiest for you. Bringing that image to mind, even though I feel overwhelmed. Now we're going to go back to the crown of the head. Even though I feel overwhelmed. Center of the eyebrow. I choose to reclaim my inner peace. Outside of the eye. Even though I feel overwhelmed. Below the eye. I choose to reclaim my inner peace. Below the nose. Even though I feel overwhelmed. Below the lower lip. I choose to reclaim my inner peace. Collarbone. Even though I feel overwhelmed. Center of the chest. I choose to reclaim my inner peace. Side of the chest. Even though I feel overwhelmed. Side of the leg. I choose to reclaim my inner peace. Hands together. Even though I feel overwhelmed. Back of the hand. I choose to reclaim my inner peace. Now, before we go back to tapping, we're going to do some eye exercises. And these may seem a little silly, but bear with me. Like I said, this stuff is scientifically demonstrated to be effective. So while you continue to massage or tap the gamut point on the back of the hand, and it doesn't matter which hand, and you can switch if you get tired on tapping on one side, you can switch to tapping on the other. But continuing to tap the back of the hand, we're going to do some exercises with our eyes, beginning by closing the eyes. And then opening them. Now you're going to roll your eyes down and to the right. And as you do this, I want you to keep your chin level and your nose pointed forward. You're just rolling your eyes, you're not moving your head. And now roll your eyes down and to the left. And now you're going to move your eyes in a circle. I like to go clockwise first, all the way around, clockwise. And then reverse, all the way around, counterclockwise. And now we're going to bring some sound in by humming the first few bars of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hum again. And the last bit of eye exercise here, I want you to focus your eyes straight ahead of you and down towards the floor. And I want you to imagine that your emotion around the issue that you have chosen is flowing out your eyes like a laser beam. It's just coming right on out of your body. And holding your head steady, your chin level, your nose pointed ahead, your eyes looking down. Very slowly track your eyes until they are level, and then continue until you're looking at the ceiling. Allowing all that emotion to flow out. And we're going to tap another round, beginning with the crown of the head. I choose to reclaim my inner peace. Moving to the inside of the eyebrow. I love and accept myself as I am in this moment. Outside of the eye, I choose to reclaim my inner peace. Below the eye, I love and accept myself just as I am in this moment. Below the nose, I choose to reclaim my inner peace. Below the lower lip, in this moment, I am safe. Moving to the collarbone. I choose to reclaim my inner peace. Moving to the heart chakra. I am safe. Side of the chest. I choose to reclaim my inner peace. Side of the leg. I love and accept myself as I am. Tapping your hands together. I choose to reclaim my inner peace. And finally, back to back of the hand and that gamut point. I love and accept myself as I am. All right, we can stop tapping. Now I'd ask you to bring to mind that image that you started with. And think about the emotion that you named when you think about that image, that situation. And think about how you feel about it now. Has your emotional reaction to the situation shifted at all? Sometimes one round of tapping can bring a great shift. Sometimes it may take multiple rounds. And if that is the case for you, I would invite you to access this video again tomorrow or in the days to come, because it will be on the channel, and tap along with me again. This technique can also be used as a daily cleanser. One of the things I talk about in my book, 8 Intentions for Self-Healing, is that these energy medicine techniques become more effective for us when we use them not just in the moment when we're feeling stressed or anxious or angry, but if we make them part of our daily practice, we get more familiar with the technique, and our body also responds a lot more quickly. And clearing out the anxiety every day, I equate it to brushing our teeth every day. We don't wait till our teeth get really, really dirty and then brush them. Good dental hygiene means you brush them every day. And I think good energetic hygiene means taking these practices, whichever ones speak to you, and using them on a regular basis. So we've got about 5 minutes left. So we completed that exercise within the 30 minutes that I promise. If you're new to these sessions and you would like to receive an email letting you know when we're going to be meeting, you can visit my website, carolynpitts.com. If you ever have any questions, if you're watching this on the replay later and you have questions about tapping, you can always email me, carolyn@carolynpitts.com. Thank you again for joining me and for making peace a practice in your life. If you have a question about what we did or a reaction that you'd like to share, I will be glad to stay on. Otherwise, if you're done for the evening, I love you. Go in peace, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon.